Guys, today we have a 2020 Nissan Maxima. Very easy to change the rear brake pads on this. You probably seen my earlier video. I did the front brake pads on this car. So we're gonna be replacing the rear brake pads. So 2020 Nissan Maxima. What we're gonna do is we're gonna remove all 5 lug nuts first. Alright, 5 lug nuts are off. Let me get my impact gun out of the way. Alright guys, so next I'm gonna take this tire off, but most of the time this tire will not come off because it's stuck onto the hub. The wheel and the tire wheel and the hub is stuck because over time the salt and corrosion is in there. So what you do is you can tap this like that. If it don't come out, you need to get a hammer, and all you do is put your hand on it and tap it from the back. Okay, guys. So we have this tire out. There it goes. Alright guys, I'm gonna go get a couple of tools and I'm gonna show you exactly what we're gonna be doing. And what I'll do is I'll bring my camera a little bit over right here, and let me get my light also, put it right here so we can see much better. Alright guys, now what we're gonna do is you're gonna go grab our number 14 and you're gonna remove only this top bolt. If you're replacing brake pads only, so all you need to do is remove 1 bolt, all right, not 2 like we did in the front one. This caliper will come down and stay down. You do not need to touch this bottom bolt. And this bolt is a long pin, it's part of the bolt. And let's get to it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna loosen the bolt counterclockwise. Once it's loose, you should be able to, or if you can't, use a ratchet or wrench to turn this bolt. All right, and it has a little rubber on it. Make sure if you remove both, this one goes on the top. All right, and guys, what we're gonna do is grab a flathead screwdriver and you're gonna pry this little guy out. All right, and then if you want, you could take this and pull it off and put the caliper up on the top. Next, these brake pads, sometimes there will be jam nip in there, so just use a flathead screwdriver like that. Remove the brake pad. The inside brake pad is different than the outside, and the inside brake pad has this little brake wear indicator right here, as you can see on the brake pad. So if you're putting this brake pad on the inside like that, it will be up on the top. All right, so what I'll do next is I'll clean this little area where the brake pads are gonna sit. Clean them very well. Same thing on the inside. If you have a wire brush, you could use a wire brush. If not, you could use a flathead screwdriver. All right guys, so what I'm gonna do next is make sure you wipe off all this debris and dirt before you compress this piston back in. All right guys. All right, so let me go gather more tools and we'll continue by pushing this piston back in there, and we'll put the brake pads in, and then we'll put the caliper back together and put the sliding pin with the bolt and lock it up, and that should take care of all that. All right guys, and if you have any questions, please ask me, and please do subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, send me a message. If I forgot something, if I missed something, please mention it guys. And the new viewers, other people that are gonna do this at home, they can learn from what I missed. If I missed anything, you know, if there's something that you like to do, say. If there's something that I did that you don't like it, that's okay, because everyone has their own ways of doing this. All right guys, so let me go get the brake pads and the compressed tool. Guys, I went and got me the brake pads. Here's the brake pad. It has a rear indicator which goes on the top. Two of these brake pads will have that, so one goes on the other side, one goes on this side, so make sure you choose the correct one. All right guys, and the procedure is the same thing for the other side. So you're gonna take your brake pad, put one brake pad on the inside. Aftermarket brakes, they will have this little notch there that goes on the outside, and the brake pad should fairly slide in just like that. All right, look at that. If this brake pad is stuck and you have to hit it, tap it to get it in there, that's no good. Make sure you file all this area. Sometimes this paint will cause a restriction, and the reason why I say that is because you don't want the brake pads to go in and not come back out, because when you put the brakes in, it squeezes this, and when you let it go very little, fairly, you can't even see by eyes, this brake pad does come back a little bit. All right, and what I'll do next, guys, is I'm gonna grab my compressed tool. Let me go get my compressed tool, I forgot. And also I'm gonna go get brake grease, because I'm gonna put a little bit of grease here and a little bit of grease right there, guys. All right, and I'll be back. All right, guys, I went and got me this little grease here. You probably can't see anything, this is just the brake grease. So what I like to do is I like to put a little bit of grease here, a little bit of grease right there. What this does is, one, it will help prevent any squeals. If you have it might not help, but it will, you know, it's better than nothing. And what that will do is it will help you grip onto this piston a little better. And I forgot to bring my compressed tool again. Let me go get it. Alright, guys, so we're gonna grab this guy. If you have a C-clamp, put an old brake pad right there. Let me show you in a way you would put it. You would just take that and put it right there and then compress it. And since I don't have a C-clamp and I have this tool right here, this is a compressed tool, and this thing is just more bigger than that, I don't need to put anything in there. So I'll just take this, and the piston should compress in easily. So one pump, two pump. All right, fairly easy. If your piston does not go easy, you have a problem. It might be a bad caliper, guys. All right, make sure you put a little bit of grease on the pins. So let me grab my grease first. So make sure this little guy has a grease on it. If it's dry, you don't want it to be dry. And once you put grease on it, you take this, you push this guy back in there, make sure the rubber boot grips on it. And we're gonna take this, we're gonna put this back in there easily. And let me go grab my second pin, the pin with the little rubber here. We're gonna take some grease, we're gonna put a little bit of grease on this as well, and this should go in easily and fairly. And all you do is you turn it till the threads are caught. All right, guys, so since we only took one bolt out, we're only gonna tighten one out back on. So now if you're facing from there to looking this way, you're going clockwise. That's it, guys. That's how you do brakes on a 2019 Nissan Maxima. Alright, so we're pretty much done here, guys. Please do subscribe to my channel. One last thing is, we're gonna put this tire on. When you put this tire on, make sure you catch this bolt properly and evenly straight into the rim itself. So let me take this tire. There goes the tire, guys. And what I'll do is I'll take my lug nut. It went in perfect, right to the center. And here's the second one. The reason why I show you this is because you can damage the stud inside. Because if it's just a little bit too off, when you're tightening it, it's not gonna go. It's gonna try to snap, go to the side. All right, guys. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching and subscribe. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.